Hi, today we are going to do a practical using vernier caliper, and in this practical our aim or objective would be to measure the diameter of a metallic bob using vernier caliper, right? So this is our aim or the objective of this practical, where we will use vernier caliper and we will try to find out the diameter of a metallic bob. So what are the apparatus required in this? So the apparatus required here are the metallic bob. This is the metallic bob and a vernier caliper. So this is a vernier caliper, right? We have to find the diameter of this bob. So these jaws are the outside jaws. So we will use these outside jaws. Also we will use the main scale. This is the main scale, and we will use the vernier scale, right? So basically these three, this outside jaws, vernier scale and main scale, are the important parts of this vernier caliper or vernier scale, right? So first of all, what you have to do, you should know what is the least count of this vernier scale or vernier caliper. So what is the least count of this vernier scale or vernier caliper? So the least count of this vernier scale or vernier caliper is, think about it. So it is 0.01 centimeter or 0.1 millimeter, right? So what is the zero error? So these two jaws are connected together. So tell me, what is the zero error, if you could see any zero error there on this vernier scale. Zero error. In zero error, what you have to do? In zero error, you have to see whether the zero of the vernier scale coincides with the zero of the main scale. So zero of the main scale is this and zero of the vernier scale is this. So as you could see, they are coinciding on each other. So therefore the zero error of this vernier scale is nil. So it does not have any zero error, right? Okay, so now let's begin. So here I'll show you something. Here I have made a observation table. So in this observation table, we have to find certain readings, and those readings, I'll explain it to you. How do we write those readings and how do we calculate? So first of all, we will put this spherical bob in between the jaws of this vernier scale like this, so that it is fitted. We are using the outside jaws. You all should know that these are the outside jaws. And then you have to write the main scale reading. So this is the main scale reading. So you have to write the numbers which are outside this main scale reading, which are outside this main scale reading. So count the numbers. You have to count these numbers. How many numbers are there? 1, 2. If I count it, okay, first let me put it like this. So if I put it here, it's quite slippery also, so you have to fix it. And if you count the numbers, how many numbers are there? So count the numbers. Yes, these numbers you have to count. So it is 1 2 3 4 5 numbers are there. So what is the main scale reading? So main scale reading is 5. Main scale reading is 5. So this is what I have written, main scale reading, that is MSR. This is the main scale reading, which is 5, right? Now this is VC. VC is vernier coincidence. When this main scale is reading is 5, you have to check which number of the vernier scale coincides with the reading of the main scale. So which number you could see coinciding? Any number which you could see coinciding? Any number you could see coinciding? Okay, now is it clear? See which number is coinciding. So I'll also check and then I'll show it to you in one of my readings, which reading is coinciding, right? So according to me, it is 5, 6, 7, 8th reading is coinciding. So if you see 8th reading, you have to check 8th reading is coinciding according to me. So this is 5 here, 5. This is 5, 5, and then if you see 6, 7, 8. So this 8 reading is coinciding with the main scale reading. This 8 reading is coinciding with the main scale reading. So I'll just try to just have a look at 8th reading. So it is not getting focused. Yeah, I think it's much better. 8th reading, guys, just see the 8th reading on the vernier scale, not on the main scale. Just see the 8th reading of the vernier scale is coinciding with the main scale reading. So this is 5, then 6, 7 and 8th. So 8th reading is coinciding, so vernier coincidence is 8. So I'll write vernier coincidence is 8. Now vernier scale reading. So vernier scale reading I can calculate by multiplying this vernier coincidence, that is 8, into LC. LC is the least count. So this is 0.01 centimeter. So this whole reading is in centimeter. This whole is in centimeter. And the diameter is VSR, that is this reading, plus MSR, that is this. If I multiply this, so it will be 0.01 into 8, which is coming 0.08. So here it will be 0.08 plus 5. So 5 plus 0.08. So it will be 5.08. So the outer diameter of this is 5.08 centimeter, right? So this is the first reading. Now how to calculate the second reading? Take this bob again and fit like it was fit like this. So now you can change the position. So MSR would be the same every time. MSR would be the same every time. So MSR main scale reading will be 5 only. Again we have to find out the vernier coincidence. So guys, vernier coincidence can be same also. There is no issue with that. So let me figure out what is vernier coincidence. Five, six, 7. I think this time it's 7. So have a look at vernier coincidence 7. Have a look at vernier coincidence, the 7th division on the vernier scale. The 7th division on the vernier scale, have a look. 7th division on the vernier scale. So 7th division on the vernier scale is coinciding. So you could see that 7th reading. This is 5, then 6 and then 7. So this is the 7th reading which is coinciding. Now the vernier coincidence is 7. It could come 8 also, doesn't matter. So 7 into 0.01 centimeter. So this would be 0.07. 0.07 plus 5. Again it will come 5.07 centimeter. So this is the outer diameter, second reading. Now you can take multiple readings like 4, 5, 6 readings, whatever you want to take. I'm just taking 2 readings for your understanding. Now the total diameter. Total diameter would be first reading, which is 5.08, plus second reading, which is 5.07, and then I'll take the mean of these 2 readings, average of these 2 readings, centimeter. So if I do 5.08 plus 5.07, 10.05, 10.15, I'm sorry, divided by 2 centimeter. If you solve this, it is coming 5.075 centimeter. So this would be the diameter of this bob. Now I can show you using a scale also. I can measure it. I'll try to measure it using a scale. Let's see what is the reading which is coming out. Can we do that? So what is the least count of this scale? We all know that the least count of this scale is 0.1 centimeter. So if I keep it like this and I measure it from here, so will it come? I don't think it will come, because this scale is not meant to measure the diameter of this bob, right? And if it comes also, it will not be accurate value. It will not give the accurate value because the least count of this scale is not that much small, whereas the least count of this vernier scale is less than the scale, right? So that was the whole experiment here. So so many things you can do using this vernier scale. You can measure the length of this object. You can measure the length of this object. Then you can compare after measuring like this cylinder. We have a cylinder. You can measure this length, and after compare, you can measure it, the length of this, and once that is done, you can compare the length measured by the vernier scale with the length measured by the scale. That activity you can also do, right? So that is it. Thank you so much.